article we were looking at, Corey Johnson has his role eliminated at Ripple. 2018, joined as chief market strategist. Spokesperson said Corey's last year at Ripple was a success in representing Ripple to investors, press, and regulators. Corey helped Ripple strategy on the internal side and overall industry education. But due to changes in market conditions, we've chosen to eliminate the role of chief market strategist. Anybody else smelling that? I'm going to read that part again. But due to changes in market conditions, we've chosen to eliminate the role of chief marketing strategist. What? We've been in the same market conditions for well over a year now. What the hell are they talking about? You can't help but ask yourself, why would they eliminate the chief marketing strategist position unless they've had something take place that they realize they no longer need that position? And you can bet your ass, if that's the case, it isn't due to what they just told us, but due to changes in market conditions. There ain't been no change in this market for over a year. What the hell are they talking about? What is it they know about the market conditions that have changed? Have they made a deal with the Fed and the IMF to adopt XRP? And we're about to find out through legislation, regs, and classification? I'm not asking this for sensationalism. I'm asking it because we can't take it off the table. And when a company like Ripple, a young, emerging company like Ripple, eliminates the chief marketing strategist role, it seems to me they must know something, and they must have accomplished something pretty damn huge.
I'm so happy to see you. I thought they were going
So did I, but they didn't. And now here I am, still in one piece.
Cheshire.
How's the arm, love?
All healed.
Goodbye, sweet.
Guys, Corey Johnson was passionate as hell. Like, that guy was like, everybody's saying that. Matter of fact, I'll pull it up now. Where's it at? Where's this at? Check this out, guys. Are you trying to tell me this guy does not look like Bearable Guy? Are you trying to tell me this guy doesn't look like Bearable Guy? So anyway, you know, come on, guys. Let's have a little bit of fun here. But believe it or not, like the teeth, he got the teeth thing going on. Them eyes look exactly the same. The goatee, well, he doesn't have a goatee. Anyway,
Have you any idea why a raven is like a writing desk?
Let me think about it.
You know what tomorrow is, don't you?
basically, guys, as far as Bearable Guy's work, I like to say a picture is worth 1,000 words. If behind this picture right here, so it begins, we've turned this into the Bank of International Settlements. So behind this research of this picture, we found out that the governor, Mark Carney, Bank of England governor, is on the Bank of International Settlements Board of Directors. Now we know that Mark Carney speaks very highly of Ripple, says they're working with Ripple, and they like XRP. Now also on the Bank of International Settlements is Jerome Powell. Jerome Powell sits on the Faster Payments Task Force. Ryan Zagone is on the Faster Payments Task Force. Ryan Zagone from Ripple. So, very interesting. A picture's worth 1,000 words.
With eCoin equal to $1, it'll free up the economy.
The only reason why you're here first is because you don't want to get slapped with regulations. But if you are indeed asking, then I am saying no. It's unconstitutional. You can't make your own currency. That is the federal government's job.
The problem here is hard cash is fading rapidly. That's just the way of the world right now. And Bitcoin is spreading, and if Bitcoin takes over, we are all in a world of hell. With eCoin, we control the ledger and the mining servers. We are the authority. I will make sure you have visibility into every single wallet that's open, every loan, every transaction, which means we can start making new assets, which means we can start rebuilding the banking sector without your having to inject even more politically unpalatable federal funds into it. This is going to be controlled by a good old-fashioned American company. You want to regulate it? Be my guest. Regulate the shit out of it. I'll give you back doors, side doors, trace it, whatever you want. Just don't shut it down.
How long have you been pressing this pedal? How long have you been plotting against me?
Oh, come on, Jack. We've known each other for years. You know full well I don't give a shit about you. Defeats can still be profitable.
On this, the frabjous day, the queens, red and white, shall send forth their champions to do battle on their behalf.
Percy, we don't have to fight.
I could care less about Bitcoin. I don't know why I said anything about it. The blockchain is a technology, which is a good technology. We actually use it. It will be used for a lot of different things. God bless the blockchain. Cryptocurrencies and digital currencies, I think are also fine. JP Morgan moves $6 trillion around the world every day. We don't do it in cash. It's done digitally. If it can be done digitally with the blockchain, so be it. But it'll still be a dollar cryptocurrency. What I have an issue with is a non-fiat cryptocurrency. Dollar, so crypto, sterling, euro, yen, they're all fine. I don't personally understand the value of something that has no actual value. You all can do whatever you want, and I don't care. Okay?
All right. That sounds definitive. Bitcoin hit a new high today.
I could care less what Bitcoin trades for, how it trades, why it trades, who trades it. If you're stupid enough to buy it, you'll pay the price for it one day. I've also told people that it can trade at $100,000 before it trades to zero. You know, tulip bulbs traded for $75,000 once, something like that. The only value of a Bitcoin is what the other guy will pay for it. And I think, honestly, I think there's a good chance that Bitcoin, a lot of the buyers out there are up there jazzing up every day so that maybe you'll buy it too and take them out. And I quite mean that, by the way. You know, these people are very good at manipulating the press these days and getting news out. And so every day, you know, you have CNBC, nonstop Bitcoin. Who cares about Bitcoin? I mean, you know, the world economy is so big. We move, JP Morgan alone, these companies, $6 trillion. We move all this money, and Bitcoin in total is all these currencies are $50 billion, maybe $1 billion trades a day. And the other thing I've always made of Bitcoin, governments, and this is not a technological statement, governments are going to crush it one day. Governments like to know where the money is, who has it, and what you're doing with it. And you, in case you haven't noticed, okay? And governments like to control their currency, like to control their own economy. So China's already put curbs on it. Japan, you know, they say Japan accepted Bitcoin. No, they didn't. What I gathered Japan did was they call it J-coin. It's a yen cryptocurrency. It's not a non-fiat. There's a big difference. And someone said, people have said legitimately, okay, it's close to gold. Not really. Gold is limited and has been around a long time and is close to a fiat currency. Not really. A fiat currency is where the government says, this is your legal tender. You have to give it and accept it. And there's a central bank. Now, of course, they can misuse it, the central bank, and inflate it. So there is a use case for Bitcoin. If you live in Venezuela, North Korea, if you're a criminal, great product. I mean that. It's better than cash or deposits in that country, Cuba. You know. But this is the last time I'm ever going to answer a question about Bitcoin because I really don't care. I also pointed out when I made that stupid statement, which got all the thing I called it fraud, my daughter sent me an email saying, Dad, I own 2 Bitcoins.
No! It is my fault! I am the eldest! Jabberwocky!
Right? What's the difference? We have digitized fiat, right? It can transfer in seconds. I can go on my bank and I can give money to other people who bank at that same bank in seconds, right? What is transformationally different is that you can move the actual value and it can be between someone in the United States and someone in Pakistan. It doesn't matter. That is the thing that has changed. That's why the use case that we focused on is settling payments, because that's what's hard, right? It's easy to adjust numbers around. The problem is now you've left a mess because you haven't moved the actual value. So I think you nailed exactly what's different about Bitcoin compared to previous systems. And why is that? It's because of the lack of a counterparty. That's what makes it the actual value rather than just a claim against someone.
contracting, a case of weak hands. Wow, I gave fair warning to ignore the distractions of FUD and negativity. This is what they want. Did you notice all the new faces suddenly coming out of the woodwork?
We meet on the battlefield once again.
Beware of imposters. Do you see it now? Ripple is playing a game in a worldwide arena. And the envy of the king has him scrambling with his cohorts to find a way to stop Ripple, but it's not working. Be happy that Garlinghouse is on our side, dishing out the truths that make them squirm for good reason.
At this event, you met several important persons. Yesterday, the CEO of Ripple. Today, on the panel, you've been with other professionals from your sector. Is it important for a company like eToro to create a new partnership, new relation?
Sure, I think as a fintech company, it's very important for us to foster relationships with other fintech companies. Obviously, we're one of the largest trading platforms on XRP, so very interested in forming relationship with Ripple Labs and understanding what can we do together. The same as just on our panel, one of the panelists is actually going to set up a crypto copy portfolio on eToro, so an actively traded copy portfolio on eToro, another great way for partners to work with eToro. So we're definitely interested in bringing in more partners into the eToro ecosystem.
I'm Matt Oppenheimer. I'm co-founder and CEO of Remitly. Remitly is an international payments company. Think of us like a mobile phone alternative to Western Union or MoneyGram. We're sending over $6 billion a year. And in terms of scale and size, we're close to 1,000 people worldwide. We've raised close to $200 million in equity. And most importantly, we've served over 1 million customers around the globe. And our customers tend to be immigrants who've moved from places like Mexico, India, Philippines. And it's very mission driven, just given that our customers are often underserved. That's it. Now the focus is on blockchain. And when I thought a lot about Bitcoin, especially as I was building the business, I was like, I always come back to the customer and say, like, what is the customer value? The customer could be someone like us, like Ripple would be an example. We could integrate with Ripple. That's one we pay a lot of attention to. Or the customer could be and in consumer. I'm seeing more, how can financial services institutions like us integrate with blockchain technologies to drive down our costs and therefore make it less expensive for customers, or faster, to your ACH point. And that's where I'd love to learn from you all in this room around whether blockchain technology you're seeing the financial services companies can use. I'm less bullish on any digital currency or blockchain technology right now that I'm seeing going direct to consumer, partially because some of the reasons I mentioned, like trust is hard to build. It can make total logical sense. This is like something that just surprised me again and again building this business 7 or 8 years. Make total logical sense for consumers, but shifting consumer behavior patterns when it comes to financial services is very hard.
Off with your head!
You could stay.
What an idea. A crazy, bad, wonderful idea. But I can't. There are questions I have to answer. Things I have to do.